we're back.
Welcome to Subjectively Correct, episode 22, I think.
Yep.
I believe it's two twos. It's going to be a quick, faster episode because we're stalling for a week because Night of Seven Kingdoms comes out on Sunday. We'll be back to our what we
We're
did
back.
during the Peacemaker Terminalist era of the
Reviewing
weekly
and
review
recapping the episodes.
once a week.
Doing actual
and
fun stuff.
Jake
This
is
time,
busy.
hopefully, instead of Peacemaker.
What we're doing Terminalist. That was like
No, Terminalist was fun, but then it was like, all right, time to talk about Peacemaker.
Yeah, but Jake's busy. He's got crap to do later, not making videos. I have crap to do later, finishing a video. And we got 2026 to talk about. Spoiler alert, it's primarily sequels, prequels, prequels to sequels,
Sequels
unnecessary
to prequels,
remakes, reboots, and nothing original.
and
So,
all things therein.
yes, so the only difference between this year and last year is that there's just more of said sequels, prequels, unnecessary
Yes.
remakes, and reboots
And
coming
some
out.
of them actually have potential to be good. Or
Yeah.
decent.
So we do have some stuff to go over. We got a new Doomsday trailer,
Woo!
which I thought was supposed to be the actual Doctor Doom one, but is instead the abysmal trash one. And then
worst thing I've ever watched.
we got some funny quotes, we got some news, and then we're gonna talk about the movie schedule coming up. First off, though, we're gonna talk we just briefly because this was just announced recently. We got the Kratos casting for the God of War live action. It is Ryan Hurst.
Ryan Hurst was phenomenal in the games as Thor. I think.
Why would they cast? Hold on. What is the guy who plays? Who plays Kratos in the game?
Christopher Judge. His voice is perfect, and he kind of has the look. They would obviously.
Oh, he's black. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, Kratos is like he has ash white skin, lore wise, so you could have anybody
Viking.
play him.
I mean, he's Norse, so yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Kratos isn't. He's Norse. It's Norse mythology.
No, he's not. He's Roman. You haven't played the games.
I'm just saying that's weird. Why is Thor and Odin? Why is the Norse gods
So the original games, it's all Greek, and then he goes to Norse mythology.
Well, either way, Romans famous, not black people.
No, what I was trying to say was he doesn't he's like painted white. So regardless of who you cast, you have to practically paint them white.
So you say we should have done whiteface?
Yeah, you literally, even if you cast a white guy, you have to do like severe whiteface to make Kratos look like Kratos.
I think this is probably a smarter thing to do than casting.
Yeah, but no, I think Ryan Hurst will do well. I hope he doesn't just do his Thor voice. It would be fine, but it wouldn't be Kratos. I think he could do the Kratos voice well. I think the biggest mistake with doing this is making a live-action God of War at all, because it just doesn't need to be. But, that's just my opinion.
Hey, God of War, so good that somehow, allegedly, it's better than Red Dead Redemption 2.
That's not true, but it is
2018
good.
God of War. Better than Red Dead Redemption 2, remember? Won Game of the Year, somehow.
It's good. I like it. Red Dead blows it out of the water. In enjoyability, story, character.
Yeah, I haven't played either. I haven't played any. I played a bit of like one of the original God of Wars and like one mission in God of War 2018 that I was like, okay, I'm gonna go play Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm gonna go play my second favorite 2018 game that came out. Not even my first favorite 2018 game that came out. Meanwhile, then we get like Star Wars Outlaws and Assassin's Creed Shadows. So, in 2018 we got Red Dead Redemption 2, Spider-Man, God of War, and then it's like 2024 Star Wars Outlaws.
Bro, I started Mahler's Star Wars Outlaws video. I'm like 3 hours in.
I am
I just
12 and
barely
a
touched the
half,
surface.
like 12 and a half or
It's
13.
it's genuinely such a good breakdown of the game too, but it's 17
Yeah,
hours.
I like when it first came out, I basically was just watching an hour on my lunch break every single day, and then I stopped and I've gotten back to it now. Um, and dude, I mean, there's so much in it. I don't like
Yeah, it's
dude, it took me so long to actually get around to playing the game. Most of the like severely broken crap wasn't as
I
broken.
yeah, I
And
didn't even get to it.
I already knew it was gonna be a piece of trash game when I played it. So like I was literally just trying to like have some enjoyment. Like I wasn't there expecting like most that trash I can like imagine like when I'm not thinking about the fact that it's like technically canon to stuff, I'm not like it doesn't piss me off when I'm playing it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like as long as it's not severely broken, I'm just there to mess around.
The
And I was like,
the funniest part is when Jabba like saves you
yes,
from the
dude,
Empire.
in his video, the animation he made is was that's the hardest I've laughed in a
Bro,
while.
it was
Was
so
the
funny.
animation that yeah, it's a great video by Mahler. It took him like 13 months, 17 months, 15 months. It took him a while. It took him a long time to make.
It's a
And
17-hour video, and it's
yeah,
thorough.
you know, maybe a little overboard. There's a lot of I feel like it's very montage heavy later in.
Yeah,
I don't know, dude, but yeah, it's a very good video. Maybe let's not take that long on a video about a game that sucks and everyone
back.
like I think the top comment on the video is still like, so you're saying it's not good. It's the top comment, like it's like, you know, kind of, yes, that's
I think the top two are that, and then congratulations on making your first YouTube short.
YouTube short, yeah. Um, you know, I think there is a sentiment that Mahler's like one of the like the big woke monger kind of reviewers, and I think that's just because some of the people that he is on like podcasts with and stuff. But you know, he really isn't. You know, if you watch
Yeah,
his Last Jedi reviews, he like mentions that stuff for like 3 minutes and doesn't even make a comment on it. He just says that this will affect an audience base, and he was like, "Oh, hey, yeah, that's it." You know, because he can make 17 hours just talking about how purely trash something is. You don't really need to try and like make it all a political thing. You know, sometimes stuff that is the political thing does matter, you know, like Snow White, where the actress was such an idiot talking about various political topics, not just, you
mm-hmm.
know, election stuff, whatever, and other topics. So bad to a point that it tanks a movie. That's when that kind of thing is what you would want to talk about.
Yeah,
You know, it doesn't need to be, you know, you don't need to sit there and go,
getting a political
well,
debate about Star
like
Wars.
Superman, like there was that stupid old person. There's like the old people on Fox News, like Superman is woke, and it was like, no, it just sucks. It's
Like,
not
no,
woke.
it's just a bad movie.
No, it's just trash. Like, let's talk about why it sucks for the sake of its garbage, and not sucks because,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
not. It's just bad.
yeah. Like, get the Gun Bros to get mad. Like, by the way, we were talking about this. I like it's funny because I had to go into my YouTube studio to like change my thumbnail and stuff, and I was looking and it's like you can see the like to dislike ratio because they removed dislikes to help the creators or something, even though I can see the exact amount of dislikes I get on videos. By the way,
Yeah,
but and it was like and it's like I can look at it. And it's like everything, and for the most part, I know once you have like a lot of views, the like to dislike ratio is usually over like 70% because it's still getting smaller. It's like it's still far more drastically weighted. Every for the most part, every video is still like in the 80, like 70 to 80% range, including the ones where it's like, you know, Fantastic Four review where I'm like, it sucks. Or Daredevil Born Again review, and I'm like, you know what, it sucks. Or Ironheart, and I was like, you know what, it sucks.
this is the worst thing I've ever seen.
You know, those are still like 80% with 50 like, you know, whatever. And then it's like you look at like Peacemaker season 2 is already confusing, which is the episode which is the video where I didn't even go like this is pure garbage. I said
You're
this
just
is
like,
really
I don't
weird
know
that
where
they're
going.
no,
With
I said this is really weird they're doing
weird.
this, but I'll tell you what, I thought season 1 episode 1 sucked and that ended up being pretty good. So I've got some optimism for
Yeah,
this.
you were like
And then
extremely optimistic.
and then they like freaking they diss it's 41% like to dislike, which isn't much. It's like 7 to 10. But the comments are like, bro, you're an imbecile, dummy. You couldn't even understand a simple thing. And it's like, that's like that. You know, it's like when I said in Ironheart when I was like, I didn't even really comment about any of the race stuff, like, oh, this diversity stuff. And then it was like, you know what? This is a race swap casting for Hood, but I actually think the actor is decent enough. I think he's all right. And then the guy and then like there was a comment that was just like, okay, bro, just say you don't like black people. And I was like, what?
It's
But
that was
dude,
the only positive part of your review.
but like it's so funny because like so there's that Marvel stuff, and then I have the War of the Worlds. This is my highest, I think, 96. Well, I have 100%, but there's so few. That's like it's like few likes that doesn't actually affect it. So it's like 100% on my War of the Worlds is 99%, which is 26 likes to 1 dislike. I don't know who the big Ice Cube it might be Ice Cube himself disliking the video. And then right after that, I upload that Peacemaker video. It's 41% likes, and then James Gunn's Forgotten DCU project that's got 50% like to dislike. Peacemaker season 2, where I still have yet to get a comment like actually telling me what I got wrong in my review. 30% to like the dislike. And then my Superman one is 70%, but that's because I didn't like actively point out it was trash in the title. It's only when you like because then they just click on it and then they're like,
go, I hate this guy.
Kindness is the new punk rock, by the way.
Dislike.
Kindness is the new punk rock. From the like most hateful people,
from the most negative, mean people,
from the people if you go,
why aren't you positive? I hate you.
From the people who are like, I thought Superman 2025 was pretty trash, and Man of Steel was also trash, but a little better. And they're like, oh, okay, buddy, I didn't know you were a big fan of the Ayatollah. Kindness is new punk rock, freaking Nazi. Someone wants to go to Peacemaker World. It's like, dude, what? It's like kindness is the new punk rock, by the way. Yeah, kindness is the new punk rock until you tell a gun bro that a show that sucks, and then they're like, well, hold on a second.
Actually, Creature Commandos is the best show I've ever seen.
But yes, that Peacemaker video, 1,200 views, 36 likes, 58 dislikes, 81 comments from our schizophrenic friend.
Yeah,
still
the funniest episode ever.
Still has yet to reply to my
like a 2.5-hour episode just going through this dude's comments.
Still has yet to reply to a single one of my questions I asked him, even though he came back and commented another thing later. That tells you that tells you the working mental fortitude of your average gun bro. Because we went over it and literally every point he made was wrong, or just I addressed it 3 seconds later, or he was just contradicting. He was arguing with himself. Like he made an argument that I made, and then just was like, "Got you there, buddy." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay,
cool, bro."
Yeah, I didn't
say that,
pal. I didn't say. So it's so funny because you could just see because like the MCU fans, they're so jaded and they know their stuff sucks so much that they're just like, yeah, he's right.
Yeah, okay.
Like even my superhero fatigue video, which is 75% MCU slander and 25% Superman slander, has an 87% like to dislike ratio. So it's literally just whatever attracts these gun bros. They don't get too happy about that. So we'll see if they find out. I think watching 15 minutes into a video to see that I said Peacemaker season 2 is in my bottom 5 projects this year is probably too long an attention span for the Twitter, Instagram minds out there.
Probably.
Who just like probably sit there and spam scroll Instagram looking for their latest James Gunn post. Did you see James Gunn said that Mr. Joe Man, who was in issue 17 of the in 1938, is coming back in the DCU. He's officially canon. It's like, cool, bro. When's Batman coming out?
Who? We don't.
He's cooking. Let Gunn cook.
We don't need Batman, bro.
Yeah. Until they get Batman,
Supergirl.
The JGU is not going to be going off to anywhere fast. It's no longer the Gunn cinematic.
Give us Wonder Woman.
It's not the GCU. It's not the It's not the JCU. It is now the JGU, the James Gunn universe. So until further notice, I'm sticking with JGU, which I guess we should talk about. One of the most the guy who just needs to shut up more than anyone.
The least self-aware person
himself,
on earth.
The man himself who needs to shut up more than anyone. James Gunn calls Supergirl. What was the main complaint about Superman or Creature Commandos or even like Peacemaker
James Gunn
season 1
product
or the Suicide Squad? okay, you know what? That was fun, but it's kind of feeling like you're just doing a rip-off Guardians. Well, good news, because James Gunn calls Supergirl a space fantasy like Guardians of the Galaxy, saying Netflix buying WB is really exciting, also known as Please Don't Fire Me.
Yeah, please keep me on, even though I'm actively losing you money right now with
I'm
this
losing you
terrible
millions.
universe.
Yeah, so this is funny. So I love Millie Alcock in the movie, and I know that I love Millie Alcock too, but yeah, I think we had different reasons here. Well, no, he wouldn't. He doesn't know. Yeah, but so I'm just saying. I think I love her in the movie too, but I think that's for different reasons here. And I think it's a space fantasy, which is like Guardians in a way, but it's based on the Tom King book, but it doesn't follow it religiously. So he said, but it has a lot of core that of that there, and I'm really excited for people to see it and to see Millie. It's going to be awesome. Um, James Gunn confirms Supergirl will be quote awesome.
Dude, that means it's gonna be peak. The guy in charge of the universe said it was good, guys. I don't see what the problem is.
The fact that the first movie and project in the JGU he's not directing is the one he's like, this one's like Guardians, guys. When everything else has been like Guardians is so funny. Which like everyone, it's like whenever you say this looks like Guardians, which was funny because when people were criticizing the Supergirl trailer, going like this looks like trash Guardians, they're like, actually James Gunn didn't even direct this. First off, he probably has had his freaking egotistical grimy hands all over the thing.
Don't do it like that, bro.
Yeah, he's the be all end all, and he's obsessed with himself. So he probably has full creative control over this movie, and it's just someone else's name on it. But it's just funny that they were like, it's actually not like Guardians because James Gunn didn't even direct this one. And then he himself just comes out and he's like, it's like Guardians. So do we even need to make the point when the movie comes out and is a ragtag team with a movie about found family where Supergirl's morally gray and discovers the true meaning of being a hero? Do we even need to make the comment
with her furry friend?
With her furry
Caleb, I'm going
friends.
to run it into the ground. I'm going to say it 150 times.
Yeah, dude. I don't. So Netflix is buying Warner Brothers. They're going to have a direct comparison in 2020. I believe James Gunn's contract expires at the end of 2026. I'm guessing he will not be signed an extension, and yet I think because they're going to play out their experiment that they're going to have where the Batman Part 2 comes out, and then Super Gun of James Morrow comes out.
Super James of Gun tomorrow
comes out like a few months after. I think they'll have their direct box office comparison, decide it's all trash and probably need to restart the whole thing. And then they will not try to do a new universe. They'll probably just drop to Batman solo movies, like Marvel will soon drop to Spider-Man solo movies. Well, I don't know what Marvel's going to do, but Sony will go down to they'll finish out their Tom Holland run. And then they will probably try and subsequently fail a live action Miles Morales run.
Most likely, yeah.
And then after that, we will be getting exclusively solo Batman and Spider-Man movies for at least 10 to 15 years.
Maybe 20.
They got to give it some time. They got to wait for James Gunn to die, probably.
They got to let everything cool off.
I hope James Gunn goes off and directs something that's not a superhero movie, and it's really good.
Yeah.
That's what I hope. Because I like a lot. I liked everything James Gunn made until Creature Commandos, pretty much.
Yeah.
I wasn't the biggest fan of Guardians 3, but I don't think it's trash.
I didn't like Guardians.
It was better than everything else that had come out since COVID.
Yeah, it was the best Marvel movie in a long time, even though it wasn't good.
Yeah, so it's like, but I liked Guardians 1 through 3 enough. I like Guardians 1 and 2 more than 3, but I still enjoy 3. Guardians Holiday Special is really good. I really liked the Suicide Squad. Yeah. And I liked Peacemaker Season 1.
Yeah.
It wasn't until he got promoted to head of the studio and his ego grew to the size of a freaking planet. Like, literally, ironic for the guy who put Ego, the living planet, in a movie. And then he, lost his mind and he can't make a story anymore. And it's not even that he can't make a story. It's that he can't make a different story.
Yeah, he's just
about
making
found
the same
family,
story
and
over and over again.
Morally great characters discovering found family, and they have CGI animal, and there's funny, quirky jokes. Ha, ha, ha. And it's run to the ground. Yeah. And it cooked Marvel. It's a Whedon redraft, and it's just, that's it. It's like he's lost the sauce. He can't adapt. He's a one-trick pony. and that pony's pretty freaking tired, dude. That thing is on one leg hopping around, and the gun bros are like currently pushing it up to keep it from collapsing in on itself. But the problem is there's only like 15 of them, so you know.
True.
Hey, Peacemaker season 2 is peak though. You just weren't ready for it. You're just a Nazi. You just weren't ready for it. Yeah, dude. This is genuinely one of the most brain dead, moronic things you could possibly say. This isn't even I don't know who needs to shut up more right now, the Duffer Brothers or James Gunn.
The Duffer Brothers should never speak or produce content again for the rest of their lives.
Paramount gave them millions and let Taylor Sheridan walk, though.
They have made 5 seasons of one
Get
show
ready
in
for
10 years. Taylor Sheridan's made several seasons of like 10 shows.
He's made 10 shows
years.
in 10 years.
Yeah.
Get ready for weird
all of
happenings.
Which made money.
Get ready for weirder happenings on Paramount Plus.
Weirdest happenings. Ooh, spooky.
Guess what? It won't have an ending that makes sense because it's all mystery box.
No, bro. They were planning it the whole time. They were always gonna do this.
The documentary or whatever about the making of Stranger Things came out, and it's like all these people who have been obsessed with Stranger Things who were convinced the Duffer Brothers were geniuses who didn't know they were writing it as they went along, and no 90% of Hollywood's written with AI nowadays. Are feeling they think it's the same people who were like, there's no secret episode out there. They think they're these super detectives because in the documentary you can see 3 Chat GPT tabs open on one of the Duffer Brothers computers, and one of the producers like, we don't even know what's gonna happen in episode 8. We're making it up as we go.
Yeah,
and they're like, this all makes sense now. And it's like we've been saying that for 9 years. You know, it's like they're just making this up as they go. They don't have a plan. This is supposed to be one season.
They made a season.
It's supposed to be one season, and most of Hollywood crap is written by AI these days, so or may as well be at this point. And now they're like seeing this document, they're like, guys, I think they made it up as they went along. Like most of the character writing in Stranger Things, most of the writing most of the characters in Stranger Things where you watched it and you're like, oh hey, that was actually really good character work. 90% of that was done by the actors.
Yeah.
The Duffer Brothers didn't write the characters. They literally told the kids when they were kids, they were like, just be yourselves. We'll feel out your characters that way. You know, and then Billy was supposed to just be like a random bully. And then the actor was like, who by the way was in Power Rangers 2017. I figured out where I had seen him before when I was looking
at which Ranger was he?
He was the Red Ranger. He's the main guy.
Hey,
which
yes,
that movie is pretty buns, but
it's terrible. But I
enjoy it when I watch.
I mean,
it.
Power Rangers isn't supposed to be good. It's supposed to be.
It went a little too dark. It was a little too. It was very like Zack Snyder Power Rangers. It's like
Power Rangers can't. When it takes itself seriously, it's a problem. But when it doesn't, it's like, yo, that's.
There's a post-credit scene in that movie. I don't think we're ever gonna get paid off. But yeah, he was in that. But anyway, all the like good stuff out there. Like he was like looking up paranoid schizophrenia and like in doing all this for his character, and the Duffer Brothers were like, you're just kind of a racist bully, bro. It's all good. You're gonna die in 2 episodes anyway. Like Sean Astin's character was supposed to die in like the 2nd episode of season 2, and then he was like, yo, what if I made this character not suck? And they were like, yo, that's a great idea. You're like, you get to stay around for at least 6 more episodes.
All right, Sam, good job.
He was like, whoa, Samwise the smart, huh? This guy can write. Yo, fellow Duffer brother, get a look at this guy. I don't know their names, so I'm not gonna. I can't say their first name.
Hello, brother. This guy is quite good.
Hey, brother, this guy said we should finish the story first. Crazy. He said when we made Lord of the Rings, we had a finished book. I don't even know what he's talking about.
What a loser.
Anyway, which character should we make gay next? I was looking on Reddit, and they said we don't have enough gay people, so we got to get some gay people up in here. Hey, Sam, you ever thought about dudes before? What? No.
My entire arc is that I'm dating Joyce.
Okay, but what about when you break up?
What about Hopper?
Well, I thought you were going to kill me then. Well, we weren't going to, but I guess if you bring
Joyce
it up.
and you date Hopper.
No, whoa, you're not going to kill Joyce. She's the main character.
Yeah,
we don't kill main characters.
Who wasn't in season 5.
Whoa, we don't kill main characters here. Shut up. Hey, remember when Joyce put up the lights in season 1? What if we do that again with artwork? Hey, Millie Bobby Brown, can you put some plastic in your face?
Mike.
Hey, Sadie Sink, you know we literally gave you nothing to do for the first 2 seasons? What if we just give you a bunch of really good stuff in season 4, and then when we should kill you off, we just don't? Which, by the way, again, she's Jean Grey in Spider-Man. Like, I am, like, this is there's two things I got to talk about here. First off, because I'm gonna remember that. So there's a bunch of plot leaks. Most of them are fake, going around Twitter about Doomsday plot. So I guess this is actual spoilers. Any plot leak you see that says Tobey Maguire or Spider-Man or insert Sony character here is not real.
Yeah.
Sony is not involved in this movie because Kevin Feige did not want to work with them for this one. They're all going to be in. Everyone who's ever played a single Soul is going to be in Secret Wars.
Yeah.
So there's a plot leak. Spoilers for Doomsday if you care about that sort of thing. There was a plot leak of the in the opening, a universe gets destroyed and it's Tobey Maguire's. It's not because Sony's not involved in this movie. It's Deadpool's.
Yeah.
Deadpool's universe gets destroyed in the opening of the movie. And basically everyone dies. They're trying to rebuild all the like shock factor they had with Infinity War, where it was like, oh my gosh, they'll die. But what's gonna happen is everyone's gonna die, and then all the stakes get removed because they all come back to life to refight whatever, and they reset the world. What does that mean for Spider-Man? I don't know. I don't freaking care, to be honest. I'm basically treating Brand New Day like a standalone universe. So, yeah. So Deadpool is the universe that gets kaput in the opening of Doomsday. You can take the spoiler thing down, but yeah. So I guess I don't know. I don't care if you can't figure out Sadie Sink is Jean Grey. You're just an idiot. Apparently, she's wearing a green and yellow suit too, which just implies they are doing Dark Phoenix. So it's like, dude, like maybe they're not, but that is what Phoenix wears is green and yellow, compared to like the blue and yellow of Jean Grey. So are we getting our third because she's the one who mind controls Hulk essentially.
Third time's the charm.
These movies, I think Spider-Man is gonna.
Caleb, everybody loves Dark Phoenix. Everybody loves it. It's cool and enjoyable every time.
Over under 5 minutes of screen time for Patrick Stewart in Avengers Doomsday. I guess I shouldn't say screen time. Over under 5 minutes on screen before he dies. I'm slamming the under.
I think he's gonna be over because while other characters talk, he's gonna be in the background of the shot.
He's gonna be sitting there like, we could have predicted our end. And I'm like, how'd you not? I predicted your end because it happened in 7 different movies at this point, dude. Like, come on, you got to get better at this crap.
And then,
bro. Okay, the trope of X-Men.
And then I'm gonna see Ian McKellen and go,
oh, and then he's gonna die.
Go.
The trope of like X-Men aren't accepted by society because they're different. It worked in the 90s. We got to find something new, bro. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense now. It doesn't work. Now they've gone pretty far to the whole LGBTQ side of thing. That's kind of been their new like take on X-Men. I was trying to make it was a cool allegory in the 90s, I guess, of like, well, they're only different because they were born with it. It really just doesn't make sense now. They're like, Spider-Man's sick because he earned his powers, and then they're like, Cyclops, okay, terrorist, you were have fun in this concentration camp.
You were
buddy.
born with powers? Okay, you dirty mutant, get out of my face. You're disgusting.
Holy, it's Spider-Man.
You disgust me, Spider-Man. Yes.
It doesn't work. It works in its own separate universe, like they've had it. But if it's in the same universe as like the Avengers, it doesn't work. So when we do this new X-Men thing, as part of the Marvel reboot, which I'm just gonna throw this out here and maybe they'll make stuff good. So I'll just pretend like maybe they're gonna actually try to make something good when they reboot. Like let's do something different with the gimmick. I am almost 100% confident. I won't say 100% because it could technically not be that Sadie Sink is Jean Grey, and if she is, that is like the smartest thing Marvel's done in I don't know. I don't want to put a timeline on it because they've done so many stupid things lately. Yeah. But like of just like you have a young actress who has not gotten other jobs yet, so she's not worried she's going to completely tank her career by signing into your career tanking universe. And she's young. I believe she's 23. She can play that character if she wants to for who knows how, like for a long time.
Yeah.
That's smart, right? I think, and she's like one of 5 people who showed any acting ability whatsoever in all of Stranger Things. So that is also the main reason when Sony goes for their Miles Morales thing. I wouldn't be shocked if Lucas, his actor, got it. Caleb, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Just because he's a young black actor in Hollywood, and like he maybe can act. I don't know. He hasn't done anything in 5 seasons.
Kind of hard to tell.
They literally just made him max DLC and like over the next 3 seasons.
Yeah,
Like for the
like
rest of Stranger Things, he didn't have a character.
he was like the normal, like,
One second.
I mean, Lucas was the normal, like, black friend trope that gets killed in every horror movie, but instead of killing him, they just like pushed him off screen and didn't have him do anything.
Well, he was
at
in
all.
the show. He was in the show. They just made him max
Well, yeah.
DLC.
Well,
was
they
just
just
there to
made
be
him like
concerned about Max.
never talk.
It was what same thing happened with Jonathan, where he just became Nancy DLC, where it was just like,
yeah,
I hope Nancy's okay.
yeah. It's like
That was like,
and then
yeah.
he just became, what was his name? The high homie. He became like that dude's DLC in season 4. I don't even remember his name, but he was just a stoner in season 4. And then season 5.
Was he on the basketball team in season 4? Was that a thing?
Jonathan?
Not Jonathan, bro. I'm not talking about Jonathan. Jonathan hasn't
Lucas. Yes.
Jonathan was
yes.
like Jonathan was
Yeah, I was like
Jonathan wasn't even a character in season 1. He had some good character moments and some good acting moments and a little bit of character. And then like the dynamic between him and Nancy was pretty decent in season 1. Yeah. And then after that, he's been like pure nothing, stupid gar. I think he was the main reason I even quit watching season 4 because he was just like, Nancy, I want a job, and she's like, no. And I was just like, bro, this is stupid. I don't want to watch this.
Yeah.
Which in the end was season 5 sucking. I'm glad I didn't, but at the time, I do wish I had watched it because it ended up actually being like not terrible compared to season 2 and 3. So
yeah.
And I would have seen Joseph Quinn do some good acting because how that guy ended up in Stranger Things season 4, I have no idea. But I don't know how he wasn't in anything else. Like, there's some like with how few people are like good at acting.
Yeah, Joseph Quinn's like a really good actor.
Yeah,
and he's been in like 2 things that I know of.
He was like one of the few people that made me not want to blow my brains out when watching Fantastic Four.
Yeah, he kept me from leaving the theater.
Was he? He might have been in Warfare too.
Yeah, he was.
Because I didn't even realize that until I was working on my video. Yeah, until I was working on my video.
He got his legs blown off in Warfare. He was that one.
Yeah. So was the guy who looks like Cal Kestis but isn't Cal Kestis.
Yes. Yes.
Will Poulter.
Yes, that one.
Who's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he's
Adam Warlock.
Adam Warlock. Yes.
Is probably the best like direct description of him, but
yeah.
Yeah, dude, he was in it. There's and freaking Daniel Blake from Daredevil's in it, and he's damn near playing the same idiotic character. Which I don't mean to actually say idiotic. That's kind of an insult to like the real person it's based off, I guess. But like in the sense of in the movie, I had just finished watching Daredevil where Daniel Blake was a complete imbecile, and the only thing I remember that guy doing is stabbing himself with the freaking the morphine pen. So yeah. I don't want to insult to the guy who could probably kick my shit in real life and call him an idiot. Like, you're a badass dude. Don't get me wrong. I was just the one time. That was the only thing I remember you were played by the actor who was just playing one of the dumbest characters I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So, bro, Daniel Blake and Daredevil was so bad that I forgot to even mention him in my video. I swear to God, Mr. Fisk, I'll do whatever you need.
I'll do whatever you need, Mr. Fisk. I swear.
Big fan, Mr. Fisk. You're doing like black lady, like you're doing like old black lady.
I can't even remember what he sounds like. I just know how annoying his voice is.
I swear to God, Mr. Fisk, I'll do anything you need. That's how he talked.
I love you for some reason.
There's literally no character with. Bro, when you murdered the shit out of that Russian dude with your car, I thought it was badass.
It's so tough. I was like 9. When I was like a little kid and you murdered all those people.
Crazy that the same guy who freaking bashed Anatoly's head in with a car is the same person who was like not even that, who was like, hey, you think LaGuardia sat at this desk? Hey, Mr. Commissioner, do you think LaGuardia sat here? I'm quite a big fan of Dia Giovanni's some shop. Oh yes, good music. Oh, there will be no body cams.
Yeah, there will be no body cams.
That's the same character as the guy who's freaking flipping a table, bought out a whole restaurant so that no one would see him on his date with Vanessa. Like, dude, this is the same guy. Like, just watch Daredevil season 1, 2, and 3, and then go, oh yeah, these characters are literally the same people.
Yeah,
because they're not. But you know what I'm saying?
These are supposed to be the same people, and they aren't.
Yeah. speaking of, check the shirt. What's the shirt? What's the shirt over
Oh,
there, Jake? What you got?
Yo, first appearance of Black Suit Spider-Man.
Go up a little more. You
Here,
kind of
I'll
might
pop
need
it.
to stand up. Might
Real
need to stand
quick.
up. Yeah.
It's
Hell
tough,
yeah,
tough,
man! Comic covers.
tough.
Comic covers used to look cool.
Comic covers used to be badass.
Yeah.
Now they're not.
Venom. Venom is damn near probably the last big character created in comics. It's Venom or Harley Quinn, probably.
Most recent.
Which
yeah.
Harley Quinn was the animated series, but
I think you're forgetting about Riri Williams.
yep. So last major characters. Bro, it kind of it kind of sucks. Venom became an anti-hero.
It really
was
does.
Like Spider-Man does not have a Joker. Like, I know people go, Green Goblin. That's just because you like Willem Dafoe. Don't get me wrong. Willem Dafoe's a great actor. I would not, yes, Green Goblin kind of the arch nemesis to Spider-Man in some sense. I lean more like Doc Ock is more of the arch nemesis to Spider-Man because he's like super intelligent,
and
but,
they come
Venom,
from a place where they would work together, and then
Venom could have been that guy as villain of Spider-Man, but it was him.
And
there
there
was
times where he was.
Well, he was originally until they did the anti-hero thing.
Yeah,
was it
there was
anti-heroes
a lot of stretches where he was, and then it was like,
yeah,
hey, I'm Eddie Brock. Oh, hey, I'm a good guy now.
And and then I don't other than that, the only character I'd even say is worth anything that's been created since then is Muse. Other than that, I can't think of one. It was it's created since then. Literally, it's like Muse. I'm like, Muse is badass. That could have been like a bullseye level villain for Daredevil. It's a guy who directly counters them. You can't see
that could have been, if not across the whole season, that could have been like a 4, 5, 6 episode arc of him learning.
I know we've talked about this. I know we've talked about how we would have made Daredevil Born Again not the worst thing ever. And I still stand by it. It's like Fisk should not have been the main villain of this season.
Have Fisk in prison.
No, I wouldn't even have Fisk in prison. I would give a better reason as Fisk not being in prison and explain it more as the blip or whatever. I would have that in the background as he's built. That's almost a B plot of him of the election buildup. So it's like
but have it be the buildup.
The final episode, the final shot is almost like the final shot of episode 1, where it's right after Fisk is elected. Because I still love that part of Daredevil Born Again. I just watched that alone scene and pretend the rest of the show didn't have it. I'm like, oh, that's sick looking. As long as you cut out the Adam part. And then that should be the final shot of Daredevil Born Again season 1. It literally culminates with Fisk, being elected or him deciding to run because you go through what Charles Soule did to introduce Mayor Fisk of Daredevil essentially manages to make it so that the superheroes can testify as their superhero self. So basically he can turn himself into a bug. He can testify as I heard this across the city or whatever, as long as they weren't directly. And that's why Fisk decides to run. Case in point, you don't necessarily have to do that. But I still would have that be the culmination and have Muse be the villain for the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And because, like you said, there you can have your initial encounter and he just gets the crap beat out of him because you can't see him. Instead, they were like, Taekwondo. They just wanted something that sounded cool. They just wanted something that sounded cool.
Bro, he beat the crap out of Kingpin, who is mini Hulk. He killed Nobu. Sort kind of cheese, immortal ninja.
He didn't kill him, technically. It was Stick who decapitated him.
Actually, Stick is the one.
And this time, stay dead, you whatever you call him. This time, stay dead, bitch. Whatever, dude, I miss Stick so much.
Beats an immortal ninja, technically twice. But some, 16-year-old, 20 whatever year old twink who took karate beats the crap out of him.
And then he gives superpower, bro. Muse has super strength and maybe speed. I don't remember. And he's got super strength. And then they were just he knows Taekwondo.
It's that's not equivalent. Daredevil has superpowers.
He is way better at Taekwondo. I can guarantee you.
Yeah, because it's also he knows.
Again, I just want to remind you because it is canon. In Defenders, Stick goes, he is the highest skilled hand-to-hand combat fighter I've ever seen. Stick, who's lived for centuries and seen all kinds of
and
hand-to-hand
is
fights.
himself a
And-
very good fighter.
And Daredevil beats the crap out of Iron Fist in hand-to-hand combat because Iron Fist wasn't using the fist, but still, you know, he's saying like he beats him in hand-to-hand directly. It's like that's the level. Iron Fist, the freaking Kunlun King Master, man.
Yeah.
You know, the champion of Kunlun. He beats him and Sticker's like, he's one of the best I've ever seen. And then they're just like, Muse knows Taekwondo. He's got a black belt.
And it's like,
brother, who
it's not
gives?
even just that he's good at fighting. He has powers. So it's like,
Brother, who gives?
it's almost like the Force when it comes to reaction and like knowing what your opponent's doing, because he can feel every part of their body and what they're doing constantly.
He can see 360 degrees.
Yeah, you can see
Whereas you can only see like two.
You can see all around him, and it's not like I'm fighting somebody, I'm looking at a part of their body and peripheral on the rest. He can see like exactly what every part of their body is doing at all the time and can analyze everything they're doing.
Muse has a black belt though. Brother, who give?
But brother, who give?
We must check, brother.
We must check.
He beats the crap out of him in the
gold belt.
He beats him up in the when he saves freaking Angela Ayala the first time, and then the second time he's kind of getting his booty cheeks clapped, and then he stops and he hits a
I see
and he yells, and then Heather shoots him because they were like, bro, you remember when they yelled in Daredevil? So we should just have him yell.
This is okay. That's another thing I want to talk about. Movies and shows nowadays, they create or recreate moments that fans liked that were good, but they were good in the context of what was made.
You mean like in Stranger Things season 5 when they remade the same exact scene of Max running up that hill with that song playing?
But
and
it wasn't the
and
same.
It
didn't
sucked
make
because
sense.
that was
It
like a really
sucked.
good scene in season 4 because of all the context and character writing around it. And then in season 5 it was just stupid and trash and it looked like garbage.
Exactly. And
Again, I haven't seen it. Maybe it's really good. Maybe it's fake. Double Brothers are meticulous. Dude,
no,
I know it.
And
ended up
then
being
you know
proven
the
wrong. We
Daredevil
might have to
screaming
react
thing, but
to
it
the
doesn't.
Conformity Gate.
What?
Yeah. We might have to react to the original chick who made the freaking conformity gate theory because, like, I've heard it like 6 times. It's one of the most insane things I've ever seen. Which, like, Stranger Things fans probably think they're unique in this. This happened with Sherlock, which I didn't even know what happened with Sherlock, and I'm a fan of Sherlock. I just remember watching the last season of Sherlock going, that sucked. And I can't believe that's the ending. But apparently when that was first coming out, everyone else was like, that sucked. I can't believe that's the ending. So it must not be. This real thing has to happen first. That happened in Sherlock. I think it happened with like Mass Effect 3 when that came out. It happens consistently.
Yeah.
This is something that happens. Is something is so good and people refuse, or not even that's so good. Something is decent and people like get it built up in their head that they're so good. You know, we jokingly did it with Daredevil. We're like, now that this was the scrap season, when does season 4 start? This was the what could have been.
They were just messing around before. This is old.
They were showing us the pre-rework stuff. So now we're gonna get to the real stuff in season 4. They need to do the community. So community got around like a similar conformity gate thing. Each of us have, you know, we're big fans of Community, and right after one of the worst seasons ever where Dan Harmon like didn't write it, they come back and they're like, there was a gas leak last year, so no, that was all weird why we were acting all out of character and stuff. Which is like great. Like different shows have done this. I know there was one show, I can't remember, I think it's Dallas. They were like, they killed off a character, and then like the next season they were like, good thing that was all a dream. The character was back. It's like, dude, like that could literally be what happened. Like in 7 years, we're gonna get Stranger Things 6, and it's just gonna be like Will waking up and he's like, "I was gay for a second. Glad that's all over now."
Man, I don't really want to bone Mike. That was crazy.
Although I guess